I'm Casey Beal, and I am the owner of Holly and Liz. I started Holly and Liz officially in March of 2020. A lot of my inspiration for doing this business was to not have my ears hurt as I'm wearing earrings. I love, as you can see, big earrings. I love to be able to do something like that. I didn't want to be 60 years old, 70 years old with my ears just being pulled down. I see that a lot, and I want to try to prevent that as much as possible. What I love about wood earrings is how lightweight they are. So I can wear them all day. And I had a day where I had a lot of work to do. I put my earrings in the morning, and I truly worked until 4 in the morning the next day. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I'm still wearing my earrings. And I don't even care. And they're not hurting my ears, and they feel comfortable. And that made me feel so good. I love to be able to pass that along. People love my earrings because they are so lightweight, and they are unique. You don't see wood earrings everywhere. They're more of a natural product. And so a lot of people really love that. And they're made right here in the USA, in my garage, with a dog who's always in the way. The name Holly and Liz came from my 2 girls. My oldest daughter's name is Elizabeth. We call her Lizzie, and so I shortened it down to Liz. Holly is Marissa's middle name. Marissa is my youngest daughter, and so I put them together and I checked with them to make sure that they were happy with it, and they said, yeah, Mom, we love that our names are in the business. Holly and Liz started as a way for me to be able to be at home with my children. As you can see, I'm in my garage. It has a doorway that I can keep open, that I can check on my kids, or they can come out, and it allows me to be here at all times when they need me the most. And that makes me feel really good as a mom to be able to have something in my home to help provide for my family and to be able to stay here at all times. So first thing in the morning, I'll come through my garage door, and I've got a light I have to turn on. Then I have to turn on my computer, turn on my monitor, turn on the air. There's a vent that goes to both lasers. They have to extract the smoke, and then I turn on both lasers. I'll log into my computer, pull up my design programs, and then from there I will pull the file over into the laser. Laser cuts, it can take anywhere from seconds to hours depending on what I'm cutting, and then pull it out of the laser. From there it comes over to my workbench, and I will have to peel it. I have to use Gorilla Tape that will peel off the masking on the wood. Once it's peeled off, whether I need to paint or add cork pieces to it, I will do that, and then I'll add in the hardware. After the hardware is on, whether it's hooks, jump rings, adding it to another piece. Sometimes I have multiple pieces that have to get put together. And then the hardware for the studs, the posts, I have to add some glue. From there, I put them on wood cards. The wood cards are all made in-house. They have my logo and my website, and then I bring them over to my shipping area where they go in a little box that's perfect for gifting, and then they'll get packaged up in either another box, depending on how many there are, or in a padded mailer, and then print out the labels, and then I'll attach the label to whatever package or box it needs to go into. Every package gets a Laffy Taffy because it's just fun, and then it gets sealed up and then put into a box. I have some collapsible boxes, and then they go to the post office. I have 2 different lasers. One is the AP laser. It's kind of the big mama. It's a 48-inch by 36-inch laser cutting bed, so I can do some really big items if I needed to. It's a 100-watt laser, so it's got a pretty powerful beam to be able to cut up to a 1/2 inch of wood if needed at a time. The other laser that I have is an OhmTech. It has 80 watts of power, and it has a dual head, so I can cut 2 things at a time if I need to, and it will do things as big as 24 inches by 35 inches, and it'll cut up to about 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch if I have it move really slow. I have made my own sign. It was 40 inches by 26 inches, and I took it with me to a big huge convention earlier this year. I've done things as big as cornhole boards, cutting boards, family name signs, as well as things for businesses. Earrings, of course, cups and tumblers, rolling pins, pie plates, whiskey bottles, root beer bottles. I ship all over the world, as I do a lot of wholesale, and my main focus on wholesale is the website called Fair. I've shipped them to France, Italy, Spain, Germany, Sweden, Iceland, Ireland, Canada, and then every single state in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. I have about 9 ladies who work with me. I come up with the new designs. I run all of my lasers, turn them on, turn them off. My husband helps me with the technical side, fixing them if there's an issue. And then I've got 5 to 6 other ladies who can come in and out as needed. Once a month, I send out an email, and on that email, it will give all direction as far as custom orders. You can go in and you can say, this is what I'm looking for. Maybe you want a 12-inch round with your family name on it with established on the bottom, and you want the round to be white and the words to be black, and you want a picture of your dog on the bottom. Those are all things that I would be asking you for. So what size do you want? What colors are you looking for? Do you have any inspiration photos? And that helps me to know exactly what you want. So when I send out that email, that's what I'm looking for. And then there's a note at the bottom for additional comments. You can let me know exactly what you're looking for, and then I can create some sort of a design based upon what you say, and then I tweak it to your specifications. It is your product, and I want it to be the way that you want it to be. So I can engrave on something on my AP laser up to truly infinity. The reason why is because I purchased the AP laser. It has an open architecture. So I can truly take my laser, lift it up and put it on my roof and engrave a shingle if I wanted to, or put it on top of a car. I've even engraved a pumpkin before, and that was really fun. So at Halloween, we engrave our pumpkins. I can engrave on things like wood, of course, that's my primary source. Acrylic, which is kind of like plexiglass. I can engrave on glass, some plastics. I can do metal, I can do rock, bricks. We are hoping to get a fiber laser, and fiber lasers are pretty incredible. They do have a smaller workspace, so usually the workspace is about 12 inches by 12 inches, but they engrave very quickly, and they do the deeper engrave on the metal. My lasers right now can only mark on metal. The fiber laser can actually do the deep, the 3D engrave, and then we can get into things like gun parts or jewelry, more of the rings. To be able to do that will take it to a whole nother realm. I can be found on fair.com or abound.com. Search Holly and Liz. You can also find me online, www.hollyandliz.com. So I sell on several different channels. Jane, Pick Your Plum. I am on all of those. So if you're looking to get more information or to find out when sales are, my new products coming out, sign up on my email list. There is a little pop-up box that comes up. It says, unlock this for 20% off. You put your name and email in there, and it gives you the discount code immediately. I love creating. This is something that I wanted to do, the creative side I've wanted to do since I was little. I remember my mom crafting and creating and sitting next to her while she's painting these amazing ceramic pieces or this piece of wood, and sitting next to her while she would sew on the sewing machine. And it was just fascinating for me to watch her. And so to bring in the crafting side and to have it fill my whole garage is so much fun to me.